John, you guys have talked to.
Getting back to Coach K in the rings and that sort of thing. What makes Coach K Coach K? I mean, he's got that aura outside of the program. The insiders know more. What makes it who he is?
I think his feel for each individual team. I think he's treated this team differently than he's treated my team, and being able to coach players differently and being able to adapt. I think that's a big thing. He's constantly changing. He doesn't have his way, and we're sticking to it each year. I think each year you see our teams play differently, and I think that's credit to him and his ability to change.
John, how much would you say USA basketball helped influence the freshmen? You guys talked a lot about their maturity, as opposed to just playing a bunch of AAU games that victory doesn't matter. They played in games that situations where you're fighting.
I think it was a huge difference. I think Coach K helped set the culture for USA basketball, and that filters down through the younger teams. And so you talk about these guys in the games we've been in this year. The first one, one of the first ones being at Wisconsin, and these guys have already been in gold medal games, championship games, playing against really good players in different countries, and so that prepares you a lot better than maybe just playing AAU games or just high school games. So they get all of those experiences. I think it's really helped these young guys a lot.
You said that his ability to change. How and why did he sort of embrace the one and done system? Because that's obviously a change.
Yeah. Well, I think we've had have had certain guys before, of course, but I think him working with USA Basketball, I think has changed him a lot. Just knowing those guys, knowing the ins and outs, that guys like LeBron and Kevin Durant and these guys. That's how. So for our players, he knows how those guys prepare. So I think that's how we've changed the way a little bit how we do things. Where we're doing more individual work, less team practices, and I think that's something he's aware of. He's aware of how they do it up there, and that's something we try to change here.
And do you think he resisted the one and done idea at first because you guys weren't really a one and done program?
I don't think so. I think it's just kind of the nature of college basketball a little bit and how it's shifted. And I think Coach, he always wants to coach great players, and whether guys are here 1, 2, 3 years, it's about Duke's not going to be a pit stop for guys. We want to recruit guys who are going to be here because they want to get the most out of Duke, and they want to make a big impact here. So even though we don't recruit guys to be one and done, we recruit guys to be great players. And if it is 1 year, then it's 1 year, and we're great with that.
The guys were talking in there about a team meeting that Quinn Cook called after the Miami game.
Sure.
Just to kind of tell everyone, we're all right, we're still good.
Right.
Lost a couple games.
Right.
When you first met Quinn, did you ever see him as the kind of guy that would be calling team meetings like that?
I've known Quinn since I was a player because, Nolan Smith he was really close with, and so I've known Quinn since he's been in high school. I thought he was always, I think, if you talk to anybody around, Quinn probably knows someone, he knows everybody, and he's always been a really good person, a really great kid. And I think he was young, though. I think he was young, so when his first couple of years here, I think young is the best way to describe it. And so to see his development, and like you said, calling that meeting, it just shows how he's grown. It's night and day, and it's been incredible to watch him grow up.
Were you guys aware that was happening?
I think we know after the fact, but when that's happening, I think it's best when the players do it, because there's certain things, I think, through my experience as a player, you can't, it means more coming from the players. And so the fact that Quinn did that, it wouldn't have meant the same if the coaches called the meeting like that. And so the fact that he did that, it's a season changer.
Last question, you guys. You talked about you